Are you worried to see your lean purse and you are always in search of the ways to fatten your purse? Then let me tell you, you have landed at the right place. But before that, comment fat purse so that you get to hear the entire message that lies ahead for you to fatten your purse. So you know what? I help women become digital entrepreneurs in the space of after school activities for kids, and that too from the comfort of their homes. And if you want to be that woman who is wanting to fatten her purse, then click on the link and join in my VIP community. Now sharing a story with you. There lived once upon a time a king called Sargon in the city of Babylon, the richest city once upon a time, but that was not always the case. It is the wisdom of the people that made this city a rich city. So, when the king Sargon returned from the battle, he was very unhappy to see the state of affairs in that city. What he observed that only a few rich men were making more money and the poorer were getting more poor. So he called upon his chancellor. He asked him, "What can I do for my people? How can I help them so that they too become rich?" And the chancellor advised, "Why not call upon Arkat, who's the richest man in our city, and he will help our countrymen to do so." So the king called upon Arkat and asked him to share his knowledge, his piece of wisdom, so that just like him, the other countrymen could start making wealth. And Arkat shared 7 cures for a lean purse. Stay tuned and do not forget to drop in the comment fat purse if you want to know more on this. The first cure that Arkat told his countrymen was, "Start thy purse to fattening." Now, what does that imply? It implies that what 10 parts you are earning. If you are earning 10 parts, of that 10 part, keep one part always aside with you. And you are not supposed to spend this 1/10 part of it. It is only the 9 part that you are supposed to use. This is that start thy purse to fattening, which implies the 10 part which you're earning, of that only the first part, 1/10 part, you are always supposed to keep aside with you, and it's only the 9 part of this 10 part which you're supposed to be using. The second cure which Arkat mentioned to have a fatty purse was, "Control thy expenditures," which means that we should not confuse our necessary expenses as our desires. He said that necessary expenses are not equal to our desires. He kept explaining that when our income level increases, what we do is we term our expenses under necessary expenses, and we don't realize that with an increase in our income, we are constantly increasing these necessary expenses. So he explained his countrymen that do not term your desires as your necessary expenses, and always have a budget around your necessary expenses, and use only this 9/10 part to fulfill these expenses. Do not touch the 1/10 part to fulfill these expenses, and always have a budget around these necessary expenses. The third cure that Arkat suggested was, "Make thy gold multiply." Now, what does he mean by saying this? He says that your richness doesn't lie in the coins that you carry. Your richness lies in the fact that how much you can multiply the gold that you already have. It meant that you should always have a continuous flow of income being multiplied from the gold, whether you are working, whether you are traveling, whether you are sleeping, whether you are doing anything. there should be a source of income that is always working in the background and generating more income for you, thus making thy gold multiply for you. The fourth cure for a lean purse is guard thy treasure from loss. Guard thy treasure from any losses. Now, what he means by this is God will not give you big. God won't give you big until you can manage these small ones. So, if you really want to have big things in your life, start managing the small ones properly. And in this, he specifically mentioned that if you are putting anything as an investment, then always ensure that your principal is safe. What this generation does is, in the greed of earning massive returns from investment, we at times forget that we endanger even our principal amounts. So it is always necessary that whenever you are investing this treasure, ensure that it is safe. Do not lose this in the greed of multiplying quick. So guard thy treasure from the loss. Manage the small ones, only then God will bless you with the bigger ones. The fifth cure for a lean purse, he said, was make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. What he meant by this is that you should always own your home. You should live in a home that is absolutely yours, a home which you call your own home. And he clearly said that, there should be a roof that shelters you and yours, which meant that shelters you and your family. Now, if you are somebody who's liking the cures so far and you want to know the remaining two more cures, then delay no further and click on the subscribe button and stay tuned to the more such interesting and insightful lessons that I share in the days to come. Subscribe to my channel so that you are immediately informed when I post it there. Now let's come up to the sixth and the seventh cures. The sixth cure of a lean purse suggested by Arkad was ensuring a future income. What he meant by this is that once you are no longer young, when you are no more young and you are in that growing age wherein you cannot work any further, then at this age, when you are in your youth days, you should always create that source which will generate future income for you. He gave in two examples that you can buy properties, you can buy lands and put them as investment. You can even lend money and put that as an investment. But ensure that you create a future income that serves you when you are in the growing age, when you are in an old age, and it supports not just you but your family as well. And the seventh cure suggested by Arkad was increase the ability to earn. What does this mean? It means that you need to be constantly having a strong burning desire that you want to earn more. And for that, what you need to do, you need to study regularly, you need to increase your skills, you need to develop powers and potentials that can help you to increase your ability to earn. So just to recap, what are the 7 cures for a lean purse if you want to have a fatty purse? The first one is, of the 10 portions that you are earning, always keep one portion aside. Do not touch it. Always keep it aside for you, and it is only the 9 portions, 9/10 that you will be using. The second is controlling the expenses, and do not confuse between the necessary expenses and the unfulfilled, unlimited, non-stop desires that you have. The third, he said, is make thy goal working. Have that source of income that is constantly working, whether you are sleeping, you are on a vacation, or you are actually working. Fourth, he said, is guarding thy treasures from loss. Whenever you are investing your money, ensure that your principal stays safe. It is not gone in the greed of multiplying sooner. And remember, God always gives big when you have ensured to take care of the smaller ones. Fifth part he said was, the fifth cure he said was, make of thy dwellings a profitable investment. Because if you create your home, if today you are paying rentals, that can easily go into your home EMIs. But in the longer run, this will be an asset created for you. A rented house will not be an asset, but a own purchased home will be an asset in the coming years. Sixth, he said, ensure that you have a future income, because if tomorrow, which is not if, it will happen, when you are no more young, you are in your growing age, you need to have something saved for your future days, which brings in constant income for you in your growing times. And the seventh cure, he said that always, irrespective of the age you are in, always have the increasing ability to earn more. And how you can do that is by constantly learning, constantly upskilling, and constantly evolving yourself. I am sure these 7 cures of a lean purse will definitely help you if you put them into practice. Stay tuned to my channel. See you next Thursday, 11 a.m. On a mission, I am to help you create a joyous business from the comfort of your home. If you want to know more about it, click on the link and join in my VIP community. Cheers to motherhood, cheers to joyous living. God bless. Thank you.